Imagine a desert city, buzzing with life, tension, and hope. It's Medina, 622 CE, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has just arrived after a daring escape from Mecca. This is the dawn of a new era for the Muslims, a time of transformation, challenge, and divine guidance. And at the heart of it all comes Surah Al Baqarah, the longest chapter of the Quran, revealed to shape a fledgling community into a beacon of faith. Let's dive into the story behind this incredible surah, with all its lesson and legacy. Picture this. The Muslims. They're no longer a small, persecuted group hiding in Mecca's shadows. They've migrated to Medina, a city of palm groves, diverse tribes, and new possibilities. But it's not all smooth sailing. The community is a mix of the Muhajirun, those brave souls who left everything behind in Mecca, and the Ansar, the generous Madinans who welcome them with open arms. Together, they're building the first Muslim society. But it's a work in progress. Tensions simmer, challenges loom, and Surah Al Baqarah. It's like a divine blueprint revealed over 2 years, from 622 to 624 CE, to guide them through it all. Now, let's set the stage. The Muslims are surrounded by tests. Outside, the Quraysh in Mecca. They're plotting revenge, still stinging from the Muslims' escape. Inside Medina, there's friction. Jewish tribes like Banu Kainuka and Banu Nadir live alongside the Muslims. But some question the Prophet's leadership. They challenge him with tricky questions about faith and history. And then, there are the hypocrites, the Munafiqun, led by figures like Abdullah ibn Ubay. They smile and pledge loyalty, but whisper doubts behind closed doors. It's a pressure cooker. And into this moment, Surah Al Baqarah descends, verse by verse, like a lifeline from Allah. Why is it called Al Baqarah, the cow? Oh, that's a story in itself. The surah tells of a mysterious cow, a command given to the Israelites long ago to test their obedience. It's not just a tale, it's a lesson in humility, a jab at those who overcomplicate faith with endless questions. The Jewish tribes in Medina. They'd ask the Prophet about their own scriptures, trying to stump him. But Surah Al Baqarah answers with stories of their past, like Prophet Ibrahim's trials, Musa's struggles, and the Israelites' wandering. It's a divine mic drop, showing that Islam is the continuation of their legacy, perfected by Allah's final message. But this surah isn't just about debates. It's about building something extraordinary. Imagine the Muslims, fresh from persecution, now tasked with creating a society based on justice and faith. Surah Al Baqarah lays down the rules. Fasting in Ramadan, that's here, guiding them to spiritual discipline. Zakat, the charity tax, it's here, binding the community together. Laws for marriage, divorce, trade, all here, transforming a tribal society into one of fairness and compassion. And then, there's the game changer, the change of the Qibla, the direction of prayer, from Jerusalem to the Kaaba in Mecca. That moment in verse 144 wasn't just a shift in direction, it was a declaration of identity. The Muslims were no longer just followers of a prophet. They were a distinct ummah, a global community under Allah's guidance. Now let's talk about the Battle of Badr. 624 CE, just as this surah was being revealed, the Muslims faced the Quraysh in their first major clash. Outnumbered, outarmed. Yet they won with Allah's help. Surah Al Baqarah reflects this moment, urging courage, unity, and trust in Allah. It's like a rallying cry. And those hypocrites. The surah calls them out, exposing their double talk, warning the believers to stay vigilant. It's a masterclass in leadership, knitting together a community under pressure. What makes Surah Al Baqarah so gripping? It's not just a set of rules or stories. It's alive, pulsating with purpose. It speaks to the heart of every struggle, then and now. Take Ayat al-Kursi, verse 255. It's a fortress of faith, proclaiming Allah's eternal power. It gave the early Muslims strength to face their enemies, and it still does today. This surah was their guide, their shield, their hope, as they built a society that would change the world. So, that's the story of Surah Al Baqarah. Revealed in Medina's crucible, it transformed a scattered group into a united ummah. It answered challenges, set laws, and told timeless tales of faith, justice, and divine guidance. It's no wonder it's called the Quran's constitution, a roadmap for a community rising from the desert, destined to shine as a light for all humanity. And that is why Surah Al Baqarah is nothing short of extraordinary.